Our first game of the NFL season's in the books. We're going to do a box score breakdown of the Cowboys Eagles, what to project, who's the risers for fantasy football, who's the fallers. It's all right here. Before we dig in, though, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're helping you set your lineups. The must-start video, that series goes through the matchups. We got rankings. We're helping you with the waiver wire almost every day. And we're helping you look at who to start also with new battle videos and deep dives on these players. Click that button. Stop missing out. What we're looking at here is the box score from last night's game. It ended late. Typically, I will jump on here and do it right after the game, but it ended late, and I figured you guys were asleep anyways. We'll just do it right now. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. The thing about this game is the spitting incident, and that changed the outcome. That changed the projections instantly. Also, when you're looking at that, because the Cowboys were able to do a little bit more, not enough. You got a total of 44 points. That game hit the under on that matchup. I believe in that video, I said that more than likely this game was going to hit the under. I believe so. And I believed it was going to be a tricky one to call when you're looking at that. When you're looking at this point total, I was expecting Dallas to do a little bit more than what they did last couple games. Last two games, they were scoring like 7 to 6 points in each one of those. They got 20. A little bit more than what I thought. Looking at Prescott, 188 yards, 3 yards rushing, no touchdowns. Like, fantasy-wise, you're not liking that. And then you're looking at Jalen Hurts, 152 yards. Jalen Hurts, 2 rushing touchdowns, 62 yards. Looking solid. Looking solid there. With the rushing touchdowns and yards, we're pushing that pretty good. We're pushing that pretty good. Dak Prescott had a down performance here when you're looking at that. I said he was an okay starter for this week. Was not liking the matchup. I think I was a little off on that one. When I'm looking at Javonte Williams, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. Twitter was just yapping up about him like he was back. You're also seeing 2 balls caught, 10 yards. This is what I said. Like, if he's going to score, it's him crossing the end zone, crossing the goal line, getting in there. And that's what he did. And like I said, a lot of you guys didn't start him because you drafted 2-3 other running backs ahead of him. He crossed the goal line. That's how he was going to win this week. It wasn't him grinding out yards, grinding out touches, just torching the Eagles. That didn't happen. He had 54 yards on the ground on 15 carries. It's those 2 touchdowns. That's what got him. Miles Sanders had that fumble. We'll see if he's in the doghouse. We'll see if that affects him long term. Saquon Barkley, 60 yards, a touchdown, 4 balls caught, 24 yards. So in the receiving game, there's 6 fantasy points right there. Wasn't bad. And one of the things I said that it could run bad for Barkley because it's a weird game script and it could get weird. I did not expect the spitting incident. I did not expect Dallas to be able to move the ball the way they did due to that. Looking at George Pickens, I was completely right on George Pickens. Like, almost to the point, because I said he's either going to get you 20 or is he going to get you 5. He got you 6. Like I said, the main take here is he's not going to get you anything in between. 10 to 12 points. Like, that was not in the cards. This is what you're going to get out of George Pickens for the year. Like I told you in all the player list videos, when we were talking about 20-some players at a time, sometimes 12, whenever George Pickens came up, I said he was going to be volatile and that some of you guys are going to hate it and some of you guys are going to love it. George Pickens is going to have 3 to 5 games here where he hits around 20-plus fantasy points because of the deep balls. He got deep shots in this game. If we bring in 1 or 2 of those in a game, he's scoring 20-plus. And for the rest of the season, I look for him to be 5-plus targets a game, 4 targets. Air yards, I need to look at those when they start coming out. Probably pushing 100. That's a good sign. I think he's going to be volatile. I think you're going to catch 3 to 5 games like this on top of this season. And you're going to see 3 to 5 games where he's getting 20-plus fantasy points. And then a couple games where he's getting 10 to 12-ish in that range. But not so many. He's going to be volatile up and down. 13 targets for CeeDee Lamb. Stud. He was the must start. No one's benching him. Dotson got 3 targets, 59 yards. The big bust here, A.J. Brown, Javonte Smith. A.J. Brown, draft capital, everybody started him. Nobody benched A.J. Brown. Nobody benched A.J. Brown. Javonte Smith was in a lot of start-sit decisions. Most likely people started him. He busted. And I was looking at these wide receivers as looking good. That busted on me as well. But I'm looking at this. All in all, game script-wise, it really changed. It really changed. I think the Cowboys wouldn't have been able to move the football as much if that spitting incident didn't happen to start the game. If that didn't happen, this game would have been totally different. I believe Cowboys probably would have been less than 20, less of these series where they're able to move the football downfield. We're looking at the Eagles here, just having a better game script to roll with. But the thing is, too, I talked the good, the bad, the ugly with these wide receivers. With that being said, they could have got up on them and still not use them in the passing game. And that could have been more of a Saquon situation. Will Shipley came out with an injury. A.J. Dillon is a player to watch. There was a couple runs last night where he looked solid. That's something to pay attention to. When I think about Javonte Williams for the rest of the season, they're going to have softer matchups. They're going to be moving the football. This team's not as dead as advertised. This offensive line held their own on a lot of these series, too. The offensive line, you saw Dak able to get a lot of space on these throws. Javonte Williams, advanced metric-wise, won't look great, but he'll have some games where he'll hit for you. You'll have him for your start-sit decisions, that's for sure. You'll need to pay attention to him. He's always going to have that potential when they're in the red zone to score you a couple touchdowns. Miles Sanders, that fumble, is going to allow you to like Javonte Williams a little bit more. Jaden Blue is a guy to pay attention to now. With that fumble, also long-term still, I wouldn't drop him unless you really have to make the move. Turpin got some carries. We've been seeing that in preseason, him getting a lot of work back there. He could emerge in a couple games, maybe more for DFS. If you're really, really gambling, you need something damn near free to throw in that lineup to get those high-priced players in. You just hope he gets the right touch. Maybe. CeeDee Lamb's always going to eat. You're never going to bench him. Like I said about George Pickens, he's going to be volatile. Jake Ferguson, 7.3 PPR fantasy points right there. That's not far off from a tight end 1 if this week runs bad for the tight ends, if you look at that spectrum. Also, Goddard was not a great matchup for either of the tight ends. Goddard, you were hoping for a touchdown. Ferguson, you were hoping for a touchdown too in the red zone. That didn't work out. They all went to Javonte Williams. It is what it is. But we got another game tonight. I will have another breakdown for you. Chiefs, Chargers, that's going to be a fun one. And then we're breaking down all the games on Saturday. Plus, I got some deep dives. I got a battle video coming out today. I got a lot coming at you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.